everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today, the ducks are back because this is Emily and Max's Deck of Pan 2024 update number 3. A game board style project pan where all of these wonderful cards correspond with different prompts that Emily has on a game board. Game board is changed every year and the prompts are changed, or most of the prompts are changed every month. This is a roll-in style project where I have 5 items I've been working on. We're going to talk through the 5 items, and unfortunately I do have one roll-in. There's always going to be at least one roll-in with this project because the cards are the best part. So one thing is going to be replaced this month, but everything else is simply progress, and I do have some updates that are quite exciting to share with you. So we're going to kick it off with my Nude by Nature Translucent Loose Finishing Powder. That's what it is? Yeah, there we go. In the shade 04 Banana. This was rolled in for the prompt in the intro. This is my only product left for my intro for the prompt of the highlight, because a banana powder is supposed to be more of a highlighting powder. I do use this one under the eyes and can set a couple areas around the face. My goal is to finish this. So this is where we're at now. This was where we were last time, and you can see I'm a little bit below it, but because these powders are so difficult to mark, and because that line would just be so close, I don't trust the accuracy here, so we're just gonna leave it for now, but there you go. That's where I am at this particular point. I have used this 24 times this last month, bringing me to a total of 84 uses in this project. Of course, some of these progress marks, those were graveyard project pan marks, so those were 2 months in between. Now we're doing monthly updates. Again, I have normal-ish skin. I don't use a lot of powder at any given time. So this is going to be moving very slowly but surely. This is a 10-gram item, so it is getting there, but it's still going to be kicking for quite a while. Now, we have a little bit of a change here with the Fenty Cream Blush. This is in 08 Summertime Wine. I have been doing really well with this product overall in this project and in other projects this year, because this last year, in Throwback 30, I hit pan on this. I have been expanding the pan. You'll see where I was last month, so you have a nice little comparison picture. And this is where I'm at now. So obviously the pan is getting so much bigger. There is so much progress happening on it. However, when I rolled it into this project, so I already had pan, I'm like, obviously the next goal is to just finish it. I am going to change that goal simply because otherwise this is going to linger in the project the whole time, which is not a problem. If I was using this very consistently, and I have been, this month I did use it 15 times, bringing me to 39 uses in the project. However, I am working on in Throwback 30, which is ending at the end of July, but you know, that's still coming up. I need to hit pan on both sides. One of them is a cream blush. That's the one I'm wearing today. There may be another Emily and Max project coming, which is also going to have a cream blush, probably maybe rolled in, because I want that kind of color for the summer. So because of that, those 2 reasons, I don't want this to be in here, but like, I used it 5 times, because that's boring for both of us, especially in this project where I want to be drawing cards. So I'm going to be modifying this goal, because normally I've been pairing this with like the highlighters I've had in other projects, but I don't have any highlighters in other projects except for the one that's currently in that duo that I'm using together. So, revised goal. From finished, the goal is 50 uses total in this project. So as I mentioned already, I have gotten to 39 uses, which means I need to use this guy 11 more times, and then I'll be rolling it out. Because otherwise, if I have 3 cream blushes, that's gonna be too much to actually be effective. Although they are different, like they're obviously going to be different shades, but I think that's going to be better for my panning at this point. I can always roll this back in later if I am wanting it. But just so you guys know, 11 more uses is going to be to hit the goal on this one now. The rollout is going to be my Violet Voss All of You Forever eyeshadow palette. My goal was to use this 10 times in the project. I used it an additional 4 times, again, for 4 holistic looks to bring me to my 10 uses. I did bring this one in specifically for March because it is green. I mean, you can do some really nice green looks, neutral looks, kind of like a silvery look. So I've been really enjoying this palette. Maybe you can see slightly more use, like This one in All of You is probably showing more of a dip, but I do tend to prefer to use my eyeshadow evenly. So this has been lovely to play with. Wink and Wishful were probably my most used. The primer setting shade and the crease shade. So I have loved reaching for this. I'm a little bit sad that it's going to be rolling out, but then I get to pull in a ducky. And of course, this was rolled in for the prompt of a powder product. Because I already had a powder in this project, I went for a powder eyeshadow. That then brings us to the prompt of a foundation, which puts me in direct conflict with Partners in Cream. But this is my Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I have used this 10 times this month, bringing me to only a total of 21 uses in the project. So it hasn't been in for very long. So I went from there to there, which, again, keep in mind, this was last month and that was 11 uses. So only one more use, but it looks like double the progress. Don't ask me how that happened. I use one pump every single time I use this product. So, not sure. Because I'm prioritizing the one in Partners in Cream, because I don't like that one as much. I prefer this one over that one. I am putting more focus. Potentially for next month, I think what I'm going to try to do is do between 10 to 15 uses. And hopefully maybe get this one out in 2 months. That's kind of my thinking thought with this one. So although I could probably finish it pretty quick, balancing, you know? Then the last item I currently have rolled into the project was for the prompt Spotlight a Panner. So I went with Alexandria Ryan, who is well known for her subscription box unboxings, her advent calendar unboxings, and her dislike for spraying things in your face. But she does like a dewy look. So I rolled in this. This is the Ciate London, often featured in those subscription boxes and advent calendars, and it is a setting spray which she doesn't enjoy. This is the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Setting Spray. This was getting used before this project, so I started here last month and I got it down to here. That progress there is a total of 24 uses. So we're looking at probably another 2 months, I would say, also on this particular item. So with one goal met this month, the Violet Voss eyeshadow palette for the prompt of a powder. The ducks are back. There is a joker somewhere in here. I did shuffle, but now I'm going to have to reshuffle so I can find... Yeah, there's the joker. It was way down, so I wouldn't have got him, but now I'm going to be reshuffling, so who knows what's going to happen. Last year was really fun. I did get the joker twice. I got the +2, which I love that prompt. I'm going to keep that prompt forever. I know some people don't like it, but I love it. I got that one twice as well, so last year was a really good year. This year, I've made my way through a fair number of cards. My intro had a lot of easier products to work through, so my first update, I did get to roll in 4 new cards. And that's kind of counterbalancing this month where I just get to do 1. So here's my shuffle. I'm going to cut, I guess, right there. And we're going to be pulling only 1 card today, but I still get to pull a card. And that card is going to be the 10 of Clubs. All right, I've picked my item to go with the prompt. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this one. The 10 of Clubs is an affordable item. Now, of course, affordable is a very relative term. It means so many different things to so many different people. And my first thought was to go drugstore. Let's go drugstore. But even the drugstore is getting so out of control with their prices. This was a little bit challenging, but I also have... I've been really wanting to do a no pan left behind style for probably about a month now. That does make this a bit of an easier goal, especially with the palette I'm going to be showing you. But because I'm rolling out an eyeshadow palette and I really want to do no pan left behind, we're going to bring in an affordable eyeshadow palette to do that with. And that comes from the brand Essence. Essence is still doing really well with keeping a lot of their prices lower, which is fantastic, especially with how crazy these things get. This is a palette I also haven't reached for in a while. The last time I used this palette, I think I took this down when my husband and I did a Caribbean vacation last February, and I don't think I've reached for this palette since then. This is the Essence Daily Dose of Energy eyeshadow palette. These are smaller pans, so 6.3 grams in total. And my goal, as I've already mentioned, is I would like to use this no pan left behind style, which again, this is a smaller palette. It is 3/6. Oh, it's a 9 pan palette as well. But that's what I've got. This is what I'm working with. This is a 9-pan warm toned eyeshadow palette. So especially on those really bright sunny days. So I would just simply like to use this no pan left behind style, which is going to be pretty easy. The hardest shade for me is going to be like this red color here. But then I have a chance to play with this a little bit more because I haven't reached for it in so long. It is affordable. And I get to do a prompt or a kind of a project that I really want to do, which is no pan left behind. So that is going to be my goal. All right, so that brings us to my goals for next month. So for next month, I do think I can have 2 rollouts. It's just going to, at least for the Fenty, because I don't have anything to pair it with, I'll just have to play around with my collection a little bit to give myself permission to do that. So I need to get, again, another 11 uses on the Fenty Blush. And then a nice little easy goal is to use the 9 shadows in here, each shadow at least 1 time each for no pan left behind. So I think I can have those 2 next month. Again, the foundation and the settings for it, I think, could be the month after. So we're getting some movement, which is really fun and exciting. But that's going to wrap up this 3rd update for Emily and Max's A Deck of Panning. Oh, so fun, so exciting. I love drawing the cards. So let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy A Deck of Panning updates, project pans, all of that good stuff. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.